No. I was doing a live recording.
Yeah, that was just the end of the recording, Sergio.
Oh,
I'm
sorry. There he is. He just went live.
Oh, look, Zalon just went live.
All right, guys. Zalon has just went live.
No.
Zalon thought you were done.
He just hopped into Discord as well.
Oh, you ready, Zalon? Is he in Discord?
He is in Discord, but he's not saying anything.
Yeah, no, I've been saying stuff for a while, unless you can't hear me.
We are headed over to Zalon's channel. Make sure you're going to type it in. Put Zalon channel in there. Guys, don't leave yet. I want to give you all 200 tokens. This is Zalon's channel.
Hey,
we're going to go ahead and reward everybody.
Hey, Safal.
Coins for actually being here.
Are we doing? Yeah. Actually, I gotta get out of Discord somehow. I'm doing both.
We are out.
Hold on. Thank you, Soldier.
Thank y'all, man. Appreciate it.
Right,
there we go.
All right, guys. Hey, Ashley. Yeah, I was trying to talk to everybody, but nobody could hear me. Oh, well. Yeah, I was in Discord, just nobody could hear me. Oh, well. Let's try. So, welcome back. This is part 2 of the, Thor event 24-hour live stream. Oh, Gaming Jaeger, yes, thank you. Yeah, I had to take a quick nap, actually. That's where I was. I had my alarm set, though, just in case, even though Bo did hit me up, too. Alright. How we doing, Grey Worm? Let's see. Oops. So let's see. So Ace of All, Pisces Shark, Bo, Fat Boy Gaming. Good to see you. Actually, it's been a long time. Ashley, Blood Wolf, Bad Guy, Chris Johnson, Gambring. That's funny. And yeah, Soldier, as you watched the very beginning of my stream, I was actually in Discord trying to talk to you guys and be ready to click the live button at the same time. I was trying to talk to you guys. Nobody could hear me, apparently. I don't know why. I guess I still can't run both at the same time, even though one is not even active, and it's totally in the background. Oh, well. And yes, when Soldier was talking like that, I was 100% thinking that he was good to go. So, oh well. T-Dizzle. Fat Boy Gaming, good to see. Can you turn the sound a little, bro? Up. Turn T-Dizzle? If you can't hear me, you gotta turn it up on your end, man. I just listened to it, actually, just to hear what my stream was. Yeah, the music will change here. How we doing, Loki? Otter? I heard no. Hey, be Ethan Bolton. Yeah, it takes over my mic, but I would have assumed if I would have backed out of the program and I was just in Discord completely, I thought I would still be able to switch out. Oh, well. Unfortunately, I was trying to stick to my time schedule. Alright, let's see where we are here in the event. I did not get too much farther from where I was last time you saw me, because believe it or not, I was doing other things either with the stream or taking a nap, which that's where I was just in the last 2 hours. Alright. So what we got here? We got Events for Us still very top at 5:30. Wow, look at that. Blue Ridge, number 2. Nude Gods. Yeah, I've been sleeping all day. Man, that'd be nuts, right? 26th place, wow. Rogue Squad at 28th. Dragons at 38th. Wow. I sound a bit farther away from the mic than usual. Yeah, that might be me trying in the very beginning to try to do both at once. Maybe that's why. Let's try something. Let me listen here. 26th place, wow. Alright. It's also because I could also not be like, yelling super loud either. I know Sergio wants every stream to be like, "Hey, everybody!" There's that too. Alright. So I know if I'm not yelling enough for you, Sergi, and I know. Yeah, you heard that? Well, that's probably because I'm, making a point. So yeah. When people wake up from naps, they typically don't scream their heads off. You scared me, see? See, Sergi, do you want me to be scaring people? Maybe that's maybe that's why sometimes people jump in their seats when they're listening to you. Sergi. You frighten them. Because they have earpiece. Start the music. Beer Stan has arrived. Art Stanton, how we doing? Alright. Okay. I'm going to give it here a little bit and then might jump into band voice to let some other people jump on. And that'll be loud enough because I'll let that play. And I can save my my screaming voice so I don't scare anybody. Alright. There we go. Wait, what did I do that helped? I haven't done anything different than I did in the beginning of the stream. Oh. Alright, Nick Mills. I mean, if anybody else wants to tell me if it's... I mean, if there's a lot of people that can't hear me for some reason... I mean, if it's just one person, that's one thing. Or if it's because I'm not talking every 2 seconds, they think that dead air means that the sound's not good. Well, I can save my screaming voice so I don't scare anybody. Sounds like everything's good, though. Okay. Cool. I mean, it could be a touch louder, but you could you do you. Yeah, exactly. Well, you're quieter than usual, but not like I can't hear. Okay. All right, stay in the chat. Stay in the chat. Don't leave. Leave the chat. Break the stream. So. All right, we should be back. Doot. Oh, what? What, APOC just jumped in? Yeah. I was trying to do way too much at the same time, trying to jump into Soldier's stream and to say, hey, I'm here to be able to start. That's pretty much all I was going to try to do, but I tried to do a little too much, and I think maybe that's why the sound was a little goofed up. There we go. And if you have to reset in stream, as in go back out and come back in, then you may have to do so. But the stream should hold all into one piece, so hopefully everything is good. There we go. All right. All right, 2576. Gotta keep going. Oh, wow, look at that. Surgeon is ready. Hey, Pisces. How we doing? I'm gonna throw a 1-star on. Did some pulls while I was watching some other people. But I want to say I got passed out. I think I passed out watching some of the end of Zayd before Soldier. But it's better that way because I feel a little bit more energized to do this stream. I didn't want to be falling I didn't want to be falling asleep from my own stream. How we doing, Gaming Toriel? Memes. Art Stanton. There's a bunch of memes that he sent me just recently for the Lightning event. Alright. 32 watching. Okay, cool. Alright, I'm going to see about opening voice and band. All right. But yeah, as soon as Bo hit me up on Skype, it's funny, like 2 minutes later my alarm went off. I'm like, oh, that's good. Initially I thought for some reason that my alarm that I had set wasn't working. Alright. Ooh, Archstan, I'm checking out the picture of your Grimwald that you sent. Alright. Turn the volume down just a wee bit. Hey, Real Hand, how we doing? Joseph Jansen. Your Freya has health, ice 1, ice 2, and lightning with armor. Would she be better? I guess it depends on how high level she is. Ah, okay, you're talking about in comparison to your king. Hey, Epoch, how we doing? Thanks for showing up. Good to see you. What's my goal for today, Riohan says. Well, I think my goal for today is to go as far as I possibly can. Not going to be like, because when I set goals typically in the stream, when I don't have time constraints, because obviously I'm going to be streaming from 11:30 Eastern Standard Time till 1:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, being that I only have another hour and 40 minutes, like I said, I'm just going to go as far as I possibly can. We'll see. I've only pulled so far one 4-star relic, so there's that too. Yeah, and I am in the DOT YouTuber secret band. No, but yeah, I am in the DOT YouTuber chat if anybody wants to jump on voice. Can anyone speak to having Thorg and skills? T Dizzle. I was going to say someone that has a Thorg. One person that I know specifically that runs with Thorg all the time is Lieutenant Lou. But on Band? Band. It's on Band, not on Discord, Riohand. I do not have Discord up today. Unfortunately. Oh, there's Bo.
Hold on. I can barely hear you, bud.
You can barely hear me. Big surprise. All right. Well, when you say barely hear me, are you talking about on the stream or on?
There you are. I got you
here?
now.
Okay. All right. Thorg is good if that's all you have. Yeah. Being the fact that Thorg is Paladin, he has his uses, depending on skills and relics that you have. So, Bo, how far are you right now?
I am one battle away from finishing.
Really? That was good timing for me to ask.
17,985 souls.
Wow. Well, I am not anywhere close to that. All right. So, let's see what everybody else has to see. Hey, yeah, Grey Worm. When Bad Guy says stuff like, Thorg is good if that's all you have, doesn't that make him not good? The main 4 resists and armor. You know, those are the ideal. Oh, the brain! The brain shows up. Thank you, the brain.
So the brain decides to show up for Zalon stream.
We see how it is. We see how it is. Yeah, people have talked about where's the brain. And how come we haven't seen him on any streams? Thank you, the brain. I appreciate it. Get the red carpet treatment out for the brain. Big fan. Oh, you're at work, the brain. Oh, I see. Taking a break for a couple of weeks. Oh, okay. So the brain must have just recently got to work then. Maybe that's the case. The brain says, I'm sure I'll be back before the end of the month. Excellent.
Oh, yeah. We got another, 10 hours to go?
Oh, yeah. Well, no, the brain is talking about being back at the, back to either probably YouTube and or making videos for Dawn of Titans before the end of the month. Are you taking a nap now, Bo? Is that what you're doing? You dozing off? At the very end, you just finished? Is that the last battle? You all good?
Who, me?
Yeah, you just finished the last battle, right, or no?
Negative. No, I'm saving the last battle for my time slot at 7:30 in the morning, your time.
Oh, really? I see. So, do you have any plans on taking any of your minis any higher in the event then, Bo?
Well, I was just sitting here debating that. I have basically the same amount of time as we would normally have for an event. I may grind this thing out with Timmy as well. We'll see.
Okay. Well, how many relics does Timmy have now at this point, or is he completely out?
I think I've got 7 on Timmy's account, but I don't know that I have enough gems. I think he's only got like 10,000 gems.
Yeah.
Maybe if one of the groups needs some souls to help maintain position towards the end, I'll jump in with them.
Yeah.
And use those relics.
Yo, was anybody else talking to the screen when they heard Zay Gamer go, "I'm losing all my troops"? It's like, regenerate them while you're streaming. You won't lose all your troops. Did anybody else do that? I'm sorry, but when he said that, I was just like, generate your troops, man. You'll be fine.
I quit worrying about troops a long time ago.
Yeah. I mean, to a point where I don't want to drop down and have absolutely nothing to run with for, while I'm streaming. But I mean, for the most part, you just go, So.
You can always load up on militia. Because
yeah,
they generate faster than you can kill them, just about.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So how about let's see, anybody here in the let's see, bad guy finished already. Anybody else want to also post where they are currently in the event would be great in the chat just to see where everybody's at. That hasn't been YouTubing, because that is pretty noticeable if you've been watching all day where everybody's at.
Been a pretty crazy day. Been pretty busy doing stuff outside of the game. I've barely been in band all day, which is odd for me.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, because I just even popped in and saw that you were talking in my SOW chat looking for me when I was taking a nap.
I was looking for you. I was like, anybody seen Zalon? Where's Zalon?
Yeah, busted into rooms.
No, he hadn't been here all day.
They're like, he hasn't logged in 10 hours. Oh my gosh.
Say that I go looking for you in other games.
Yeah.
What does that say?
That's true. Just in case.
I thought for a minute there I was going to have to pop into Durango and ask Moon City if he'd seen you.
Yeah. Watch out. Oh, nice.
NM's tweeting you out, man.
No, yeah, they probably, I was gonna say, they, just, what, 5 in the morning over there in England?
Yeah, Chris scheduled some tweets to go out overnight while they were gone.
Nice. Sounds better now? Okay. That's good, Nick Mills. 269 battles and 3766 souls so far. Very nice, Rio Hand. Very nice. Let's see. Oops. That was Lifter. Come on! Jeez. Alright. I'll pick that one. There we go. 4K Soul, Stephen Oxley, nice. Not used relics yet. Alliance is third, very nice. Where's... Yeah. Oh, it's not going to allow me to just do it real quick. I'll do it right after this battle's over. Actually, you know what? I'll just do it on the other device. Do that too. Nice. Really hope everybody's been having a great time today with the 24-hour live stream. Hoping everybody has a chance to catch a couple of the 24-hour live streams as they are happening. Because the best part about being 24 hours is the fact that, well, everybody should be able to catch it at least at some point in time. Plus, also, they will be able to watch these replays for everybody's live streams after the fact throughout the rest of the event. But also, I mean, I do plan, since, you know, doing 2 live streams already in the same day, I do plan on doing at least 2 more. I don't know if I'll be doing any live streams tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see. Probably Friday and Saturday. That's what I would... Friday and Saturday and possibly Sunday, depending on exactly how much more of the event I have to do. Hey, Jupiter DD, how we doing? Good to see you. Ron Gamer, how we doing? Good to see you as well. Dawn of Titans Showtime, thank you for stopping by. Good to see you. Riohan says he thinks NT doesn't want me to battle. Oh, you hope for a fusion event after this one, Pisces Shark. Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. 35 watching, only 13 likes? Yeah, Riohan. People have been smashing like buttons all day. Probably just forgot. It's alright, though. We're going to attack Timmy up here. Oh, yeah. YouTube Gaming. Thank you, bad guy. That is what I use currently to do my live streams. Look at that. Tagged out using the same profile pic as the background right there. I agree. A fusion event would be nice now. Nice. Yeah. Because with everybody's built up Titans from this event, yeah. Saving a 50 plus Titans to fuse into your Krathos. Nice, Pisces Shark. Nice. You still there, Bo?
Yo, I'm still here.
Alright. Just checking. Had to get a little bit more water so I can make it. The two-star pre-leveled will help a lot. Yeah, definitely. Having any of these pre-leveled Titans throughout the event reward chains is pretty sweet, I have to say.
Yeah, one of my two Manfreds is going to go into Thor just as soon as I pull them this morning, tomorrow morning.
Oh, Rio Hands says, didn't we have one last week, though? They're usually spaced out monthly, the fusion events. I mean, it's a very good point. You know, you can't exactly always expect fusion events to pop up every week or every other week, so you do have to keep in mind that they will be spaced out appropriately. But we'll see what happens. You never know. It doesn't hurt to dream at Rio Hand, Pisces Shark says. Nick Mills is asking, any views on Endgame development? As in what? Trying to constantly be making stuff for players at castle level 25? I mean, I would have to say, I mean, there's always constant, Throne Wars was definitely what they call, an elder player or elder game, which would be like people up in Masters and Legend League, like an elder game or elder player event. But then at the same time, too, something that the developers mentioned about concentrating on in 2018 was making sure that the starting players and the mid-range players have a lot of things to help them along the way, too. So I know they're not just concentrating, they're not just worried about the level 25 players. They're trying to make it so that the game is fair and or easy to be able to play at all levels, and not just making content for people at the very end. Because if you were a starting player nowadays, or if you were a mid-range player nowadays, you'd want to feel like that the content that's coming out also is included for you, or for you soon, pending on how new of a player you really are. Because I can't say that, events that come out, that's why events that come out that have, 4-star Titans that buff certain things, but then also there's boosts for some lower level Titans as well. I mean, if it was just 4-star Titans get a boost and then everybody else, you got to pound sand, I truly think it's, that would be a little bit more favoring all the older players and not really caring about anybody else. So. Did you notice the Titans reward from this event? Yeah, we've been talking that a lot. Any word on the Pantheon? Kumar asks. No, still nothing solid on the Pantheon. Screw everybody else. Oh, gosh. The brain. You can't have that attitude, unfortunately, if you're trying to run a business. Alright, so 1 stars are gone. See, I think I might... Yeah, there we go. I mean, when you're max player, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Tagged out says Crushing Dreams. Great. Crushing Dreams. I don't know about crushing any dreams. Depending on what you were talking about. Maybe he was talking about something somebody else said. Anyone speak to possible Titan trading resources? Trading amongst Alliance, maybe one. Yeah, T-Dizzle, that's been repeated about 3 or 4 times today by multiple people. Because trading resources doesn't sound bad. I know a lot of people, the idea of trading Titans, I don't think that's a good idea, to be honest with you. In other games where trading of especially the possibility of 4 stars and stuff like that, relics or Titans or any of that kind of stuff, in other games I've seen where people have ways of manipulating the game to generate more. That's what happened in Durango. they had ways to generate more items because there's ways to get into the code when you're trading items like that. So it kind of creates loopholes for people, and I truly don't think that trading Titans or Relic would be a good idea. I think it would create, in other games, it creates more cheating. That's what I've seen. So I would prefer that they wouldn't allow that. But being able to trade resources, maybe the same way you're able to trade troops, I can get on board with something like that. But Zayd got you excited about using the pig. I got a flame height up to level 55. He is now my muscle. When I need to extort money food VP, that's my new guy, go-to guy. Very nice, Jupiter DD. Elder makes me feel old, real hand. Well, hey, Salfa, how we doing? Brain gotta buy us all dinner first. Oh, man. Okay, so will the Pantheon be out before all the Lightning Titans are released? I think so. That's what I would say, but again, there's no real timeline on that to say, yes or no. But I don't think that the Pantheon's going to be, they're not going to be able to release it in the next 8 weeks. I mean, I honestly believe that the next, all of the Lightning Titans will be out within the next 8, maybe 10 weeks. I really don't think it's going to be longer than that. But we'll see. We will see how long they want to space them out. Let's see. Zolbo, how we doing? Good to see you. What skills does your Skullgrim have? Good question, Steven. I'll bring up the skills here in just a second. When I need to extort. See the brain. You like that, huh? You like the extortion that Jupiter DD is doing? Yeah, extortion. Marcos Lopez. First live stream I got to join. Anything I missed on the day? Well, there's been about pretty much mostly everybody's just been grinding. Pulling relics, talking lightning. So missed. Jason Jerome's power's out in New York City. That's why people had to jump in and live stream in his slot. I don't really know too much. Skills. Thank you. I don't know too much more about anything you might have missed. Nothing really too crazy. Pull the skills up. Bo, are you still there? Yeah, I guess you are.
Yeah, man, I'm still here. I'm evidently I've picked up some sort of malware on my laptop, so I'm trying to clean that off before I have to go live again. So I'm just listening.
Okay.
If you need me, call my name.
Okay, that's fine. All right, let's look at Skullgrim skills. So we got Archer's Critical, Archer's Health, Archer's Resist Against Titans, Archer's Critical, and Archer's Armor. So, definitely a fan of these skills. AP would have been nice, but too critical. I'm not going to be, too upset about that. It's pretty much a max critical between those two skills. And then Archer's Armor being the third skill. I always enjoy Armor over Health, but we still do have a Health skill in there mixed in as well. An IT guy got viruses. Yeah, well, you never know. This could have been something.
Hey, it happens.
See, listen, Bo's gonna jump right on that one. Hey, it happens, all right? Very nice.
I get paid to clean these things off. I gotta do my own for free.
That's right. All right. That's what
got
she's.
one of those deals where when you click on a link in your browser, instead of taking you to where you want to go, it opens up a new tab and to some website that you've never heard of. So, it happens.
Ooh, Art Stanton says I can work with that pretty good. Yeah, that's what I thought too when I saw the initial Skullgrim skills. I didn't think he was too bad with all the archer skills. I mean, of course, that's the way the new Skullgrims come, because he was like a second generation. He wasn't the first one that came out. Now, Bo, after we get close to 1:30, I was gonna say next person taking up after me is gonna be who? Is it Sergion? Sergion Live is gonna be coming on after me. Nice,
right.
Nice.
Sergion Live, and then he's going to go hand it off to Lieutenant Lou. We're not sure about Zaid because of his technical difficulties. Zaid had a block scheduled, so Lou's probably going to go for 3 hours.
Really?
Then,
okay.
Yeah, in the middle of the night. Well, the middle of the night here, it's 12:30 to 3:30 p.m. where she is on the West Coast in Pacific time.
Thanks,
and then I'm probably going to start an hour early. Instead of starting at 7:30 Eastern, I'll start at 6:30 Eastern and roll into Sergion again, maybe, and then Soldier will wrap it up.
Sergion's saying Godan, question mark?
You know what? Godan is in there somewhere. I don't have that page up. Let me look.
And Ron Gamer wants to know when Lou's on. When's Lou on? Don't worry, Ron Gamer. We'll get your favorite DOT streamer available for you as soon as possible.
Salon, I told a fib. Godan takes over after you're done, and then it's Sergion, and then it's Lieutenant Lou. Lieutenant Lou is on at 12:30 p.m. Pacific time.
That's right. Pricey Shark knows. Pepperidge Farm knows. Alright. Give them a break for a little bit. Oh, SS Godan. Alright. But Zaid knows the way. Well, maybe not with his new...
Zaid's gonna show us the way.
Yeah, Zaid's gonna show us the way. But not with his... maybe not with his new setup the way it is currently at his new housing situation. You know, sometimes you gotta get settled into that. So... he did his best with what he could deal with today, so you can only thank him for putting in his time. Yeah, the shark. Pricey Shark's still putting out videos. He's still sharking around. Yeah, I'm not going to find that here.
So, Chandler's asking, what's the 250 fire icon in the corner? those are actually divine gems that Zalon had left over from the Throne Wars.
I'll pop it up here. The throne or the divine gem altars allow you to get the. There's two specific new 4-star Titans Urkon. You can see them right here. This guy. And then also you have Aurora. She's the Elethan infiltrator. But and then of course we have the 5-star relics that you could also pull for as well. So that is what you do with the divine gems. It's just we can't get any more because there's no events that currently have them in. So right now. Yeah, no problem, Chandler. I love the name of this alliance. Woke up late. Such a good alliance name. Bet you they don't have any lands though. Straight 100s.
You know, I don't know if anchors are going to return before the Throne Wars or not, but there is a possibility that that could happen.
Oh, wow, they call this DOT Live 24? Who named this? That's Sergian. That's funny.
It's DOT 24 Live. Actually, Chris came up with that.
Yeah. Well, no, did you see the Sergian name the Alliance that? That his mini's sitting in?
Yeah, Sergion ended up wearing the crown in that alliance, and he changed the name.
It's pretty awesome. $924 souls. The race for 4,000 is on. I see Art Stanton. Very nice, very nice. Hey, Shooter McGavin. How we doing? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us during this wonderful 24-hour Dawn of Titans live stream. Oh, and Shooter McGavin, I've been trying to add you in so many different rooms on Band, like the SOW room. So check on that, and any other bands that you might have been added. What happened? What happened? Barbershop. Oh, the brain. Bo, you want to explain that? The brain says Zalon and Bo, any open slots Pisces can fill. He says he streams.
Yeah. So the list of streamers was actually authorized by Natural Motion, and unfortunately, if we have to do backup, it has to be someone already on the list. We're probably going to do this again at some point, so anyone that's really interested, contact me on Band and get me your info, and I'll get it over to Chris, and he'll check your stuff out and make sure that that everything's on the up and up, and then we can get you on the list for next time.
Yeah. I mean, obviously creating good content is what they're looking for, because they, somebody who might make a video that may not, like, if you haven't shown that you have the goods, then unfortunately a lot of times they're not just going to say, oh yeah, sure, we'll take anybody. Like, they're not looking for just anybody. They do want somebody that is going to be, reliable too. So.
Tagged out is asking about guard stones for Ascension. I do believe those were Ascension stones. The Brain can answer that.
Yes, the Brain. There's definitely been a lot of people coming in that have not been playing for a while that need a refresher. And, yeah, the Brain, if you wouldn't mind picking that one up on Tagged Out. Catching some of these people up. They aren't being sponsored by Natural Motion, the brain? Or are you asking, are they being sponsored by Natural Motion? Because these are all these streams are being promoted by Natural Motion. If you checked out the blog,
yeah, they're being promoted. They're not being sponsored.
Yeah, you gotta, if you jump onto the blog post, and from what they they have all of our channels out there. All the time slots locked down. The whole schedule is out there and everything else. So. Green Arrow. Be nice. Do you know if the VP bounce has been resolved? Nick Mills, I'm not exactly sure I know what the VP bounce...
I think is that the Calvarex VP glitch?
Oh, yeah, maybe that's what he's referring to.
That's been solved or not, because I've never actually witnessed it happen, so I'm not exactly sure what to look for.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Time to bust out the 3-star.
Yeah, so there's a link out there, DonTitans.com/DOT24Live that has a listing of all of the guys that are on the list and their channels and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to check it out, it's out there.
Yeah, actually, the brain. I was kind of surprised that you didn't know. I mean, a lot of this stuff was discussed in the YouTube chat for the past couple days leading up to this. So, but I know you said you were taking a break, so maybe you missed a lot of it. It says, at me and at the brain, just volunteered /me. That's the last comment you said, Pisces.
Yeah, I think the brain volunteered Pisces to to jump in on the stream.
Of course.
So it's gonna look, this quote unquote official 24-hour live stream is gonna end with Soulja tomorrow. But if you guys wanted to freelance and keep it going,
yeah, anybody could stream as much as they want. I mean, that's it's whatever. I mean, you could live stream right now. Anybody could live stream right now. Are you guaranteed an audience? Not really. So is it in your best interest? Probably not. But I'm just saying, anybody could do whatever they want. I mean, we're slapping the 24-hour live stream, logos on all the fronts of thumbnails of these videos, but that's just because we're participating. But besides from that, it's really, anybody can live stream whenever they want to. It's not like we're the live stream police. You can't do it. You know what I mean? But again, you don't have two parades on the same day going down the same street, or roughly around the same streets, because you won't get two audiences like that. It just doesn't work. How we doing, Anonymous? Yeah, it's okay, the brain. Like I said, when people take a break, I can totally understand not jumping in and keeping up with everything. 2 parades would be nice, though. See, Green Arrow knows. 2 parades? Hook it up. T-Dizzle. Okay. Interesting. Two parades equals twice as many beads. Wow, where do you live, Rio Hand? We're talking bead parades, so New Orleans? Is that where you're at there, Rio Hand? And to be honest with you, the whole kind of idea of the 24-hour live stream, I think, has to come sprouting from the fact that a lot of times most of the DOT YouTube streamers don't like we don't like to cross our streams. We don't like to stream at the same time because we all know.
Don't cross the streams, Ray.
Yeah.
Don't cross the streams.
That's right. We don't like to cross streams because, well, we just frankly don't like to get in each other's ways, you know? I Touch Matzer can't watch every live stream at the same time. We have to make it simple for I Touch Matzer and anyone else that might only have one device. You know what I mean? Or 2 devices. No, I'm just using Rick as an example. But still, it's not the easiest if you got, 2 or 3 DOT YouTubers to choose from at one time. It's like, well, what are you going to do? Yeah. No, you're in Florida, Rio Hand. Nice, nice. Hey, Zed. Sabbath. Good to see you. Beads, he says. Ha 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 ha. Reminds me of Port A on spring break. Bad guy passed out during a Mardi Gras parade once. Woke up covered in beads. Nice.
It also happens.
Anubis. Hi, all. Nice stream as always. Thank you, Anubis, for jumping in, checking it out. Doing some grinding with my boy Skullgrim. Gonna get him a level here pretty soon, actually, from all today's. It's killing you, Chief, huh? Wow. Nick Mills wants to know how many more hours until you're on, Bo.
About 6 hours.
6 more hours until Bo will be on. And we are approaching the hour mark. 36 people watching. Thank you very much for joining in. This is another reason why I was hoping to get time spots that were very opposite of each other, was so that I could catch a lot of people that may not have been able to see my first live stream. So, hit up some different time zones. Jim Cromer, how we doing? How we doing? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Hope everybody's enjoying
Hey,
the.
Jam, how you doing?
Hope everybody's enjoying the event. Getting either
With the event.
what the event? That's the way Shaw used to say it.
Shaw.
Yeah. He'd be like, "We're going to be working for the event." Yeah, heavy on the E in event.
It'll be nice when Shaw gets done with his degree, and then he can jump back in.
We will see. Well, I thought, yeah, he was putting some streams out not too long ago, actually. Oh no. Well, there's no voice on in the chat. I'm talking to Bo over a separate application called Band that we use for out of game chat. But it's cool, Jim. Enjoy yourself. Chat if you like. Relax and lurk if you like. Doesn't really matter. Just as long as you're having a good time. Pisces taking requests from the brain on what he wants to see in his in a video that Pisces is putting out. You're relaxing, Jim. You just finished the event. Congratulations.
Rio Hand, do you want to jump in? I'll have to send you an invite. It's a separate band.
Oh yeah. Actually, Arch Stanton, you actually have an invite to it too. If you want to jump on, if you're still in the stream.
How many souls you got now, Zalon?
Well, let's take a peek because I just used a whole bunch of a 3-star relic. Whoa, there we go. 5,068. All right, cool, Arch Stanton. Yeah, because I got an hour. I got like an hour left. So if you want to get on and chat it up here with me and Bo, and maybe take a couple questions, that would be super cool, Arch Stanton. We always like to hear some of your perspective. Let's see where we are here in the reward chains. Give Sergian a quick little break. Ooh, look at the boots. There you go. Only 3-star, but that's totally fine. And the belt and the cape. Very nice. So getting the 3-star versions. I mean, you could easily get... If you're free to play, and you grind hard, and possibly go for 5,500 for Manfred, you can get 3 of the 4 new Relic 3-star versions, no problem. So, especially with how much time we have in this event to grind. Let's see. You're trying to hit 5.5k tonight. Nice, Rio Hand. Very nice.
Okay, Arch, I got your, I approved your invite, Arch. You can jump in whenever you want, bud.
Cool. How many more?
And you too, Richard. I just got yours.
Yeah, it's an invite only right now, and the reason why I wanted to do that was just to make sure, especially for the 24-hour live stream, that we were going to have no foul-ups. All right, so who do we got in here? We got Rio Hand, and hopefully Arch Stanton on the way soon after as well. So the brain says level 1 Titan defeat every level land, starting with level 1 land, going all the way to 25. Wow. That might have to be a series, the brain says. How we doing, Bob? Nick Mills enjoys the nice touch that the Titans that we get in the reward chain are leveled up. Yes, I agree.
Oh yeah, that's really nice. Total XP is about the same as 1 4-star.
Oh, yes, your voice is coming across real well, Rio Hand. Nice.
Yeah, I got a new phone.
Very nice.
All right.
Yeah, I got the new Pixel.
Sweet. All right, look, and there he is. The man, the one, the only, the legend, Arch Stanton.
Yeah, I'm here.
How we doing?
More like beer stands day. That's what it is. I like these tankers they have.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
That's right. You use beer stand in this event. You put on a 1-star tanker that turns into a 4-star. I'll let everybody know that.
Yeah, everybody didn't know that already, right? Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is a little secret.
Yeah.
I thought that was touching.
Some of those memes you were posting were killing me, dude. The dude with the star on his head, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's only phase 1. That's only phase 1. I got more to drop.
Ooh, he's got more to drop.
I mean, to be honest with you, I have a lot of fun doing it. Sometimes to be honest with you, it doesn't take me very long. You know, people always ask me that. How long does it take you to make these things? And you know, to make it takes a couple minutes. Like early. And you know what? I try not to. There's some other things that I've done. I think you've seen the relics that I've sort of built. Like the Trojan horse, and that takes a little bit longer. But you know,
Ooh, 3-star.
Like, if I have time,
Nice.
I'll do something like that. And it's all for the community. Like I want everyone to see them. I want them to, go out and enjoy. It's for everybody to enjoy.
We're gonna we seriously are gonna have unless you and Zalon do it, but one morning on Soldier's morning show, we're gonna go through the best of beer stand memes.
We might do it a little bit of it tomorrow.
Yeah, go ahead.
We could do a little bit tomorrow morning, because as long as Arch sent some to Soldier too, along with everybody else. Because didn't you say you sent those the first wave of memes?
I sent them. Yeah, I sent them to Soldier. I don't have a hookup with. I sent them to. I can name them if you want to. I sent them to.
That's fine. Yeah, go ahead.
X Gamer. I sent them to Bo, Uzalon,
Mm-hmm.
Godan, JJ. But I guess JJ's he's under a foot of snow or something. So,
yeah, his power's out. Yeah.
Or like 3.
Use them. I mean, that's what they're meant for. They're meant to go out and have everybody see them and enjoy them and have a laugh. You know what I mean?
So I sent the ones that you did of the DOT live stream crew. Matt.
Oh yeah.
I sent those over to those guys, and they passed them around the office and got a good laugh out of them.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Soldier's in the chat right now. He's like, I'm right here.
600 made right now.
Oh, wow.
And, I mean, that's great. I'm glad you did that. And if they got a kick out of it, great. You know what I mean? It's, that's actually pretty funny. I didn't know that.
Hot Action Gaming question. I'm still debating if this Titan is worth going after. Now we have 3 people here, or 4 people here in the chat. Obviously myself, Arch Stanton, Rio Hand, and Bo. Now Arch Stanton says he is not going to be going for this Titan, but that is also because of, well, go ahead, Arch. You can explain your reasons. Go ahead.
For me, at where I am in the game, I don't need him. I don't. It would be a want, and it would be for fun. Now, when I look at him and I think he's cool. I think he looks cool. I think I said that.
Yeah.
Will he be one of the better champions? Yeah, probably, for sure. I mean, there's some good attributes to him, for sure. It just depends. Like with a Titan like that, it depends on what level you are, what kind of player you are, where you're playing, what league you're playing in. To be honest, top guys aren't going for it. They just know like champions are just right now are not the meta, and I'm not.
So I would say.
I'm not saying that
Yeah.
it could change.
Yeah.
But certainly it could change.
Most
but
definitely.
For me, I'm just gonna pass on it.
Well, I was gonna say too.
But I mean,
it doesn't mean you're passing on actually playing the event. It just means you're passing on going all the way, right?
No, I'll tell you what actually interests me is because I'm looking ahead. I'm looking ahead at Odin. Because obviously Rangers are
everybody else.
Yeah.
Everybody else does. So I'm looking ahead, and I'm looking at Odin, and I'm looking at the 14K relic that's offered in this event, and that is, I believe, the cape. And that relic would fit nicely on Odin. Now, for me, is it worth 14K to go for that one relic? I have a hard time justifying it. Like I'm thinking about it, and I've talked to a few guys. I've talked to a couple guys in Bourne that I used to play with, and we were kind of discussing it back and forth. And we were thinking, well, you're gonna have another 3 lightning events, at some point. It'll probably be offered. We're thinking that it's probably going to be offered again, because I don't think they're going to flood, 3 more lightning events with more different relics, or with lightning relics. I just can't see it. So they might be recycled through some of the events, and hopefully it ends up in the Odin event. That's what I'm thinking. But I like it. I think it's a really good relic. Something that I would like, something that I'd like, and I have my eyes on it.
Okay.
Also I'm waiting for the 4-star Eye of the Storm. That's something that I need.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a nice one too.
Yeah, it's never been offered. It's only been offered in polls. There was, months ago, some sort of lightning relic poll for lightning relics, and it was in there. And there's a few people that did grab it. We're lucky enough to grab it, but only the 3-star has been offered, and that's something I'm looking out for too. Now, if that was up for 14, like if that was in this event and it was 14K souls, I think I would probably go for it. But that's specific to me, right? Like all players are going to have their own needs and wants, and so it's hard for me to say, hey, don't go for this event, or this is a bad event. Everyone's different, and everyone's got to pick their spots and figure out what they want out of the game and how they want to play it. So yeah, that's my perspective on this.
Yeah.
I think this is a good event for new players. I have no doubt.
Well, yeah,
it.
I was gonna say
there's a lot to offer.
Yeah, for new players, or possibly even some of your, I want to say, a beginning mid-tier, which would be like your Castle 10s, Castle 12s, you could do pretty well.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, the thing is, what happens is, this is the way I think of it too, right? It is a mid-game, like a champion is a mid-game Titan. But the thing is, it takes so long, to get this thing up to 60.
Yeah.
Level 60. So by the time you're mid game, it might take you, depending on what type of player you are, if you're going to spend money and you know push this thing through to 60 in a month. Well, that's great. That'll be useful. But if you're sitting there and you're mid level and you're free to play, you know, you're going to have a tough time leveling that thing up, and you might by the time you get that up to level 60 and you're, say, maybe a castle 15, you might have outgrown it already. You know what I mean? That's kind of the way I think about things. But overall, I mean, on the base of it, he's going to smash some people. There's no doubt about it. There's a lot of people that don't have lightning resist on defense.
Yeah.
So, you know, there is a possibility you're just going to be able to tank with them. You know, if you roll the right relics, or sorry, roll the right skills, and you know what I mean.
Most
Get
definitely.
those relics. You'll
Riohan, what's your opinion on this? What do you think, bud?
Well, he's kind of right about how the champion titans fall off in mid-tier. I'm at Castle 17 right now, and I'm starting to feel the effects of that. And if you guys have ever been reading any of the chats with Kivik, he openly says that about level 20 is where it happens, according to his theory, that the champions, paladins, and to an extent infiltrators fall off around then. I'd probably say that holds true.
I would agree with that. I would say infiltrators probably even fall off before that. When you're hitting castles, infiltrators are still great for land raiders. Like, I mean, you want to play around with an infiltrator and raid lands. They're fast. But yeah, pretty much, I would agree with that. Yeah.
Though with the relics, I think you're right about the recycling, but we're probably going to see a lot of the other lightning relics come back from the previous events, which means we might not get all of these relics in one event anymore. They might get spread out.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Could happen. We have no idea.
So we have bad guy here says we really need to have Arch on more often, so much to pick from his brain. See? You got bad guy's approval there.
Well, thank you, bad guy. I play with SOW with bad guys. Great player.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be a great DOT player also.
Oh yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yes, and bad guy's infamous in both. So if Faranik says, what, Zalon is on again? What happened? No, I had 2 time slots, Faranik. Just trying to do as much as I can when I can. But also to make sure it's spread out enough to give other people times that they can also work with. So, doing everything. Part 2? Should I call it? Should I was, yeah, hey, Bo. And everybody else. I was wondering, should I have called this part deux?
Part 2.
Part deux. Oh man.
It's going to be a scary. You can go.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, what's going to be scary, like you were saying, is that cloak, but paid out with the Wukong medallion on a ranger in general. Like, that's going to be scary. I think it's like a base 40% just between those 2 relics. Like,
it could be. You know, what I'm interested in, and I wish the devs would have kind of shored this up, was explain or kind of hint to what they're going to be doing with these lightning troops. I'm just kind of confused why they would flush. They're basically flushing the game with, lightning, and nobody really understands what's going to happen with these troops. Are they making new troops? Are they just going to flip a troop? Are they going to, have some relics that add lightning to? I think, Bo, you said it on your stream I was listening to. You're talking about maybe they'll just, add lightning to a normal troop with a relic or something like that. And that's been talked about in chat, on my line chat.
Well, also, or the Titan acts like an ice ball. Yeah,
that took me back when you said that, because I've heard that, and it's an
that's something that we've passed around. I mean, even back when they originally changed the Vikings to lightning damage, that was one of the things that was talked about, is the fact that if you're going to buff human troops with these Titans, it would be nice if when you took that Titan into battle with a human troop, if that troop became lightning damage at that point, but still remain human troops for like Siggy.
Yeah.
And then that would shortcut the whole development process. When not saying we don't still want new troops, because we do, right? But to make Valkyrie and Odin, which are, the Guardian and the Ranger, and those are supposed to buff troops, to make them buff quote unquote lightning troops, have the human troops become lightning troops when you're using those two Titans.
Yeah, that's an interesting concept, and yeah, I mean,
I was going to say basically making those two Titans into Ice Mauls, basically. The Titans themselves act very similar to the Ice Maul.
yeah, I mean, I wonder if they've, I don't know, I want to believe that they've thought this through. I really do. I want to believe that they have a plan for this. It's just that what they're presenting kind of, I just don't get it. I don't get it yet. Maybe all the pieces haven't, been displayed yet, but it's just kind of weird. Even when they, with these, we'll call them the old lightning relics, that buff, and I said this in the last stream, they buff spearmen and archers. So my idea was, well, they're going to flip one of those two. You know what I mean? They're going to make spearmen. They're going to turn them into lightning. I mean, that would be easy for them to do. But I think they do. I really do think they want new troops, and I think they want to put lightning out there. I don't know if they're scared. I don't know if they're scared that they're going to break the game by bringing out lightning, because I have no idea.
Frantic, we're on band.
Kind of thing. Like, everybody wants to go for Odin.
Fury.
Everybody wants to go for Valkyrie the Guardian.
What's up, Fury?
That's on everybody's mind. But they're gonna probably, if they go down the same road, they're gonna have to buff lightning troops, right? So you're thinking in your mind, okay, well then they have to bring out lightning troops. So when is this gonna happen? Probably the next. I would imagine the way it's gonna go is the infiltrator will be next, to give them more time, to get these lightning troops ready. This is what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And then, it'll be either Odin or Valkyrie after that, because then they're going to have to present the lightning troops for everybody. I don't know if you guys agree with that.
I don't.
It makes sense.
So my gut feeling tells me that lightning troops are not coming anytime soon. And the reason that I say that is because of the way that Dom and Matt have talked on their live streams.
What, Bo? You got cut off. Is everybody else?
Suspense.
Yeah, the suspense. Everybody else is still there, but Bo got straight cut off.
Yeah, I lost. We lost Bo. All right. I was interested.
The guys must have found out he was talking.
Yeah, they're like, shut him down! Shut him down!
I think he was going down the road.
What did you hear?
Yeah. You disconnected. Go ahead, Bo. You have to start a little bit back. Go rewind.
I think you're going to get it. You're getting into they weren't going to have lightning troops ready. And then
I don't think that they're going to have lightning troops ready for Valkyrie and Odin. And I say that because of how many times they brought up how long it takes to make a troop and get it ready for release. They brought that up several times on on several different live streams. So I'm kind of reading between the lines there. They haven't told us anything one way or the other, even though we've asked, and all they've said is we have no information for you at this time.
Yeah.
But so I'm kind of reading between the lines there. I fully expect Valkyrie and Odin to buff human troops when they come out sometime in the next couple of months. But hopefully I'm pleasantly surprised and we actually get lightning troops. The idea about changing human troops to lightning damage when you use those two is sort of a stopgap measure to kind of bridge between when we have the Titans and when we actually get lightning troops.
Yeah, that is something if they go down that road. And it makes sense. Either way, it makes sense. Like, I don't know. So basically, you might have sort of a mixed bag with those two.
Oh, Servo, I like to see how many relics it takes me to complete the event, and then I get rid of them immediately after. It's just for my own sake. I mean, isn't anybody else curious how many event relics it takes you to get finished with the event? And then you fuse them. I mean, it's alright. I still use them no matter what, immediately after the event's over. But
you could make a tally.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. I'm not always playing the event in the same exact spot. So if I keep like a sheet of paper to make a tally on, it would have to travel with me everywhere I go. Like attached to the back of my phone. So
yeah, I'm at like over 300 things sitting in my notifications to collect, so that's kind of why I'm like, I need space.
Yeah.
Because I gotta forge.
Yeah. I'll if anything, I'll do a lot of forging off stream in between.
Yeah.
So. But
one thing that's going to be interesting is whenever lightning troops in whatever form they come, it's like we're going to see a lot of meta changing because the paladins who were supposedly perfect now have a glaring weakness. All the defenses are going to get thrown into chaos. It's going to be pretty hectic.
Exactly.
You meant to say fun.
You meant to say fun.
Terrible.
I see a bit of that. I think you'll have people adjust to it though.
It's just going to be interesting for about a month.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, it will.
I think they've allowed, or people should have, enough relics to at least put 50%, resist on.
Yeah, there's plenty of lightning resist relics out there, but
I wonder.
You're gonna have to make a choice.
Yeah, speaking of choices, I want that to lead into the next question discussion that I just had. I have this question for Arch. I want to hear what his response is going to be on this, and I think everyone else will want to, is curious about this as well. So with the rank rewards, which is better, Orba Duality or Top 50? What do you think, Arch Stanton?
Well, right off the bat, it would be Orba Duality for sure. But what I'll add this to it. It looks like they've changed Grimwald back to a berserker. That guy's isn't he not a paladin skills? They changed him. And I don't know. I was going to ask that question. That's the way it looks to me.
I don't think they changed him.
He was a berserker with I think archer buffs with spearmen and militia.
Yeah.
And they changed him back into paladin, and now it looks like he's. See, I haven't got one of him in a weekly reward in a long time, so I have one, but he has archer skills. But I thought they changed him into a paladin, and then
they did.
I look at it today, and it's like, wow, maybe they changed him back.
Oh, so what you're saying is when you say looking at him today, you're implying people that pulled him today?
Sorry, I didn't hear you, Z.
Wait, when you said looking at it today, are you implying you saw people that pulled Grimwald today? Or
no, you can only get that. No, that's only for...
Yeah, the rank reward.
It's only for the event rewards.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
50, I think, for it.
Yeah.
I just noticed that he had his little axes and he was he was a berserker, and I'm like,
I don't think they ever changed him from a berserker. They just changed his skills.
Yeah.
yeah, maybe that's it. I don't know.
Like, some
it
people
kind of
called
caught me. I was like, what?
Some people pulled him Titan Dragons, and he did have paladin skills. Like, Eep got 2 of them, it looks like. So yeah, he still got paladin skills.
No, he still has paladin skills. Yeah, okay, well, then it's the Orbit Duality. Absolutely. That's pretty much it. It's pretty simple, yeah, and I think there are going to be teams dropping for it, for sure. Yeah, that's what I think, Z.
So you think there's going to be the mass shift that everyone has already started to predict? That there's going to be everyone pushing for Orbit Duality instead of actually going for top 50? Interesting.
I think so. I think the organized clans that see that, yeah, I think they will. Like we talk about it in One Vision all the time. You know,
Well,
we
actually,
have votes on it. What are we gonna do?
yeah.
We're going up, we're going down. What are we gonna do here?
Which One Vision are you in right now? Actually, are you in a non-event oriented one?
Yeah, no, I'm on vacation. I'm in strike right now.
Okay.
Going on strike.
Yeah, I'm on strike. Yeah, I'm taking it easy.
Just curious, Arch. Are you maxed everything with your castle and everything else, or no?
Oh no, 21.
Okay, yeah, I figured you still have plenty of game upgrade to go. So you just you just keep those upgrades rolling, then I'm assuming.
Yeah, and this is something we can talk about off chat or right now. Like once I left, once I left Bourne, we talked about that. I even talked about this on last stream. Fighting in Legends every week. You can upgrade.
Yeah.
So yeah, after I left the Legends grind, I was able to upgrade, and the upgrades are happening. You know what I mean?
I mean, they take forever, but still, you're actually getting them done.
Yeah, I'm getting it done. Yeah, it's you know what I mean. It's nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice because I'm also at the position where, with the Titans I have, I have over 50 4-star relics maxed. Like I'm ready. I could go to 25 right now if I wanted to.
Okay. So you kind of took
there. I have no fear of going to 25.
Okay,
whatsoever.
so you took a break to make sure you were prepared. Okay.
And getting my upgrades done, and we'll see. It's still going to take forever, but at least have your builders busy and carry on.
Yes. Soldier typed in the NTG mission. We are dedicated to providing people of all ages and skill levels with a safe and encouraging environment for casual and competitive gameplay. Good gosh, Soldier. What a very nice long sentence. I like it.
Question: when did I start? I started with the first fire event. I started the same time as Zalon.
Oh, nice.
So you guys started before I did, because I started like halfway through the first Ranger event.
Oh yeah, that was a good event.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, was it the Toland event?
Soldier.
Wasn't that like a physical / Ranger event?
The first Ranger event was the Solzar event, I believe.
Well, not the first Ranger event. We're talking, if you're going specifics, what's it called? The first Ranger event was it was the Solzar Toland event. Yeah. What am I saying?
Yeah, that's right. Toland was in there too.
Yeah, because Toland was the main, and they made it a what's it called? They made it a what were the souls for that event? It was physical, right? Because it was Toland was the main Titan. That's how they did it back then. They based it all on the actual main Titan was the way the souls went. Instead of these, I'll be honest with you, bottles of light.
Hunter's Moon. Green Arrow says Hunter's Moon. Was that right?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Hunter's Moon, and they were using physical relics. I hate bottles of light. Do you hear me, developers? I hate bottles of light. When bottles of light first came out, I was like, I hate these. And I still don't like bottles of light events, but still.
Where did they even get the light from?
Yeah, I don't know. they're bottling way too much light.
Like, is it Sunny D?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm reading the chat here. Yeah, I am active. There's no doubt about it. I was active. Super active. Crazy active. When you're in Born for 8 months and you're going for #1 globally, you're active. And you're very active. And I'm just reading some of the chat here, Z, asking me about like my activity. Yeah, I was very active. I've slowed down now. There's no doubt about it. I'm like an old war veteran, you know what I mean? You come back from war and the Emperor gives you some land, you know what I mean, to go farm, and you go over there and you farm it because you're done. I'm sort of like that. I'm going to be, I'm...
Or wait. Or the New Age. The New Age is where, you go over, you do wonderful policing in other countries and then come back and get the nice, sweet GI package and get a nice big chunk of money and then go to school,
Wait. Born has payouts. So talk to us about the whole experience of, being in an alliance that's fighting for #1 global and the grind and how it is from day to day and week to week, that type of thing.
Oh, yeah, I mean, at that time, when I joined Born, they were trying to build basically to go up against Log. That was the main goal. Really, that was the main goal, and if you could do that, you would be #1 globally in the game, right? Because they were the biggest competition. Like, there was others still around, you know what I mean? But they were the main target at the time. And, once you start getting into those type of battles, it's funny because even if we didn't have Law in a sickle for the week, we'd be preparing for it. We'd be gathering lands. We'd be talking strategy. It was fun. I played with great players, great people, great players. I had a lot of fun with it, even though it was a total grind. It was fun. It was enjoyable, and you wanted to. It was almost like, a sports team. You wanted to play for everybody. Everybody had the same goal. Everybody wanted to do the same thing, and that made it fun. But when you do it for 8 months, it grinds on you, and I mean, I have to say that it takes some of your life away too. So you gotta sort of have a balance. But I mean, I don't know if you remember, I talked about it in the last stream. DVR did videos about our epic battles, and I was in those. And I know exactly what he's talking about. He in one of his videos, when he actually went to Log for a week, and then he was YouTubing it. He was YouTubing the one of our battles, and I remember he's sitting there and he's up at 2 a.m. playing, trying to grind VP on a Sunday, and that's how it was. There'd be days where I'd be honestly up till 4 a.m. playing. I mean, during the week, just because. You had to. If you're going against them, you had to. You had to. It was a friendly competition, because even after Born, what ended up happening with Born was a lot of leadership basically quit. They said, we've had enough. There's a lot of things involved in that, but a lot of them just left the game. And even after that, Log sits there right now and wishes Born was there. You know what I mean? They wish they had competition. They wish Born was there, and they wish we were all back fighting each other, because that's what made the game fun for them too. Now, I don't know, they got about 40 wins in a row, during 40 weekly wins or whatever. Yeah, well, how much fun is that for them too? They need some competition. So, hopefully there are some teams out there that give them a push. It's good for the game. So,
Thank you.
So, it was a lot of fun.
Thank
Big
you for
grind.
taking over. I had to go fix the fire.
Would I do it again? I'd have to really think about it. But yeah, that's.
Yeah, so that's a topic that comes up a lot. Is there's a pretty small subset of players that are willing to play that way, right? And the vast majority of other players are a bit more casual. Even if they're very active, they're not staying up till 4 in the morning grinding VP, you know? So that's one of the nice things that we actually like about this game is that there's a lot of different ways to play, and you can find a play style that's comfortable for you, and then find a group of guys that are playing that type of game, and just hang out and have fun. And you don't have to fight in Legend every week to be a good player. You don't. To enjoy the game. That's just part of it.
There are certain people. There will be certain players that think that is the only way to play, and will throw shade on anyone else. But you should.
Oh yeah. There's a certain subset of players that if you don't agree with, got to be the best at everything. Otherwise, why try? Then that's that's just the way they are. But the rest of us, there's approximately here's some numbers. There are approximately 32,000 alliances in this game right now. Okay? Now, yeah, some of them are dead alliances or only have one person in them. But in effect, there's probably 50 out of those 32,000 that actually want to be in Legend League because that's how many are actually in Legend League. There are 2 Legend League servers, but probably 25, 30, 35 of those alliances that are in there aren't really competing to win, right?
Right.
So it's a very, very small percentage of the player base that actually wants to play that way.
Right, and that's where the spenders are also. And that's something that I forgot to mention. When I was playing, easy $150 a month, for sure. And there's no doubt about it.
I can definitely see that.
Yeah, for me, there was also, I've failed to mention this before while I was explaining things. Yeah, you have to spend. You have to spend, or there's the other dark aspect of the game where I think you know where I'm going with this.
Oh, yeah.
Where I've seen it. I've played with it, and I've played against it. And I think you understand what I'm talking about. So when you're in that upper echelon there, too, that is also going on. And so it's either you're spending or doing the other thing to get gems. So
okay, real quick. When you said playing with it is not listen, playing with it does not imply that you're doing it, just so you know.
Right.
Okay, because the way you said that could come off that way.
Experience, right?
Yeah.
The experience of playing in the top tiers, you get to see a lot of things. No, not me.
Yeah,
no,
exactly. When he says playing with it and also playing against it, just means he's seen both sides of the line because they could be next to you or they could be against you. So whatever. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'll tell you the truth. There are players that I've played with that did some funny things in the game. There's no doubt about it. And the thing is, it's like, what do? You know what I mean? You're in a tough spot there, and sometimes you don't find out till after they leave, or you kind of see some. You always see things, right? It's no different than you're at work and you kind of look over at somebody at the desk, like then you kind of wonder, like, well, where did this thing go? This thing's missing. And then they ended up leaving for another job, and then you find out, this guy was stealing staplers or something. It's the same thing. You find out later, or you kind of see that there's something fishy.
Yep.
And Zalon, I've sent you pics.
Mm-hmm.
I've sent you pics of some things to expose it. So it's something that bothers me.
I can't Green Arrow.
And
Can't
it
be a
always has
baller.
bothered me. But
gotta save it.
It's not just you. It's not just you, Arch. I mean, as I guess a quote unquote, semi, well-known player that has kind of an avenue to get stuff. I get stuff all the time from a lot of different players about, such and such is doing this, and here's a video that shows and stuff. Some of it is just sour grapes because they couldn't beat them and they lost, but some of it is real stuff. And I do forward that on to the developers because I know that they're very heavily engaged in trying to stop, that type of gameplay, whether it be hacking or glitches or just, not unfair, but just, not the type of fair play tactics that they want used in the game.
Exactly. So I just want to mention that it is 1:22, and we have 8 minutes until I'm going to be wrapping things up and handing the DOT stream baton off to GoDan. So he is going to be up next.
I think I saw GoDan in the stream there just a minute. Yeah, there he is. I'm up next.
Yep. We're going to be passing this off to GoDan, and this will finish up my live stream part 2. So.
Live stream part 2.
Yeah, and I want to mention something else that is very important. I think a lot of people should hear. Really, this game beats by non-toxic YouTubers. If there was no YouTubing by non-toxic, I don't think this game would really survive, or people would lose interest in it. And I really believe that. No, it's true because
that's high praise.
Well, you know what? It's the truth because there's nothing. There's really besides you guys. There's nothing else pushing this game, and I hope the devs hear what I have to say about it because it's true.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I want to thank you guys for that, for keeping the game alive. You guys.
Well, we just do it because we enjoy it. That's the only reason that I do what I do is because I enjoy it. If I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't be doing it because, you're not going to make any money on YouTube. That's for sure. I get a little bit of perks for like getting to see the new Titans and play with the new Titans and do the preview videos and that type of thing. And that's all fun and that's very cool. But that doesn't help me in the game as far as on my personal account because I don't get all that stuff in my account. So it's just fun, and we love the game. If we didn't love the game, we wouldn't be doing it, right, Zalon?
Exactly. And I'm going to be real honest with you right now. I was just over on GoDan's stream earlier, and a bunch of us did pitch in to help GoDan out a little bit to help him out in the event. That right there. That came straight from my PayPal. That's other donations that I got in my streams. So to be honest with you, I'm trying to do everything I can to spread around some of the love to some of the other DOT streamers that I want to see do well in the game and that I enjoy watching. So to everybody that's working hard or also maybe in a pinch, you gotta spread it around a little bit. Let the community help out where it's needed. So, we got 5 minutes. 5 minutes until GoDan is going to be starting. GoDan, you can start a minute early or whatever because we are going to do a full transfer over to you. So you can definitely start in a few minutes if you'd like. But I'm going to run for at least another 5. So until 1:30.
Yeah. GoDan says he needs a few minutes. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And yeah,
and I'm gonna need a nap. If I'm going live at 5:30 in the morning, I'm gonna need a nap.
Yeah, well, I feel like I took like a 2-hour nap there. Some time was missing.
Hey, Lieutenant Lou, welcome to the stream.
Yes, Lieutenant Lou, excellent. Thank you for stopping by. I know she was also resting up as well, making sure that she was going to be well rested for her portion of the live stream. And it looks like she's, Bo, you were saying she's pulling 3 hours?
Yes, as it stands right now, she's going to have a 3-hour shift starting at 12:30 Pacific time. And then unless Zayd can get his stuff up and going. If he can, then Zayd may stream again, and then if he can't, I'll come in an hour earlier than what the schedule says. I'll come in at 5:30 Central Time instead of 6:30 Central Time.
Nice. Well, since I took a nap, I
I have
I'll still be
one
up.
more battle to do for Thor, so we'll be getting Thor. We'll be checking out Thor. Probably doing some fusion, maybe do some relic fusion on these new relics and that kind of thing. So.
All right.
I have to learn to read the chat while I'm on this, when I'm talking to you guys.
Oh yeah, because
got the chat up
there's
on a
people
different
addressing
device.
you directly. There's people addressing you directly, Art Stanton.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
I just said I'm not really watching it because I'm
Thank you,
Hey,
APOC.
thanks
Thank
for
you.
joining, bud.
Thank
We'll
you
see
very
tonight,
much for
APOC.
sticking with us tonight, APOC. Very, very appreciated.
So yeah, I guess the next step for Zalon and I are going to try to figure out what we're going to do with
Yeah.
Titan Breakdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely. I'm actually really looking forward to that, guys.
Yeah.
That sounds like that's going to be really good.
It's an interesting pet project that I've been toying around with for a while, but also think it's time that it's definitely needed. And Arch Stanton has agreed to help me, which I think is awesome. Because doing it by yourself, analyzing it by yourself without a second opinion, or, everybody has, different aspects to it to definitely put forward. So it's going to be pretty fun.
Yeah, I think it's just going to bring a different perspective of the game, and I think it is needed. I really do. I think it's going to help people.
Mm-hmm.
And help them and teach them, and have their eyes open to certain things, and overall make the game better, and people will make better decisions.
Exactly.
And that's going to save them time. It's going to save them money.
Yep.
I'm all into that. So I think it's a really good concept.
Mm-hmm.
Just have to figure out how these people are going to send us pics of their Titans so we can look them over.
Well, I was thinking about creating an album in the public DOT band and allowing players to just basically, if that's possible, Bo, to be able to just attach them to that folder.
Yeah, that's possible. We can create an album called, Titan Breakdown Pictures, and then they can just put them in there, and you guys can go through them, and you'll be able to see who uploaded the picture. So you can.
Sure, if they don't want us to, they don't want their name given or whatever, that's fine. The only thing I mentioned to Zalon was maybe, put castle level, what castle level you are, what league you play in, so you kind of get a feeling of where this person is in the game. So that gives me a better idea of how to kind of go about looking at what this Titan can do, for the range of competition that they fight in. So yeah, I mean.
All right. Godan says he is set. So this will be the last battle. I'm going to get this battle finished up, and then I'm going to show where I am currently in the event real quick, and then I'm going to be wrapping it up, guys. All right? Godan.
Okay, thank you, Zalon. Thank you, Bo.
Yeah, feel free to start your stream, Godan, and we will be handing it off to you here very shortly. Okay, Godan. Awesome. No problem, Nick Mills.
Well, thanks for having me, guys. I'm gonna bounce.
Okay, Riohan, thank you for joining. All right, so let's see where we are here. We're at 7,400. Very nice. So, still got, what? 10,600 to go. So, still have a good portion of the event to go. And is this Godan? Yes, Godan is here.
Yeah,
Okay, what's going
I
on?
don't know if the sound's working going through for everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot how I had it set up before,
Okay.
but we'll see.
Well, yeah, if you have the if you have it set up that it's on like coming out of a speaker, then it should be able to be heard. So you should be good.
Oh yeah, here we go. Thanks for reminding me.
Yep. Hear myself. All right.
Thanks for reminding me. Give me a second, guys.
All right, we're still waiting on Godan. It's okay. It's okay. Take your time, Godan. Take your time. We got.
I got it.
You got it?
Hey, can you guys hear Bo? Can you hear Bo's on?
Maybe. Godan, did you go live though? Are you live?
I'm live. I'm up.
Okay, good.
Up and running.
All right, well, if you're live, that's all I needed to hear. I was just making sure. So here, I am going to be ending my stream. Everyone in the stream, if you haven't already subscribed to Godan, please make sure to click on his icon and link here in the... Well, it's not a link, but click on his profile here in the chat. And make sure you jump over to Godan's channel. And that's where we're all headed to right now. I hope everybody's having a great time in the event and getting everything that they would like out of the event. Thank you all for joining me, and I am signing off. See you guys all in Godan's stream.